What's up, guys? It's Brian, and it is 7:10 a.m., guys. Time to smoke them if you got them. That's right. And time to say fuck you to Facebook. Holy shit. Woke up this morning, fucking tagged me in about fucking 3 posts saying, you violated. Because I mentioned the healing center, I mentioned marijuana. Well, other people can post whatever the fuck they want, and they don't get banned. I'm not banned, but my God, tried to just log in to share it with you guys, and fucking Facebook want to tell you 30 times that, oh, you have restrictions. Oh, you shouldn't have posted it. Fuck you, Facebook. I mean, who even uses fucking Facebook anymore? That thing's a fucking dying fucking, it's going to be MySpace here pretty soon. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg. Fuck Facebook. First thing this morning, guys, get your fucking shit together. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. If you're going to ban one person, you need to fucking ban them all who's posting that shit. Fuck you, Zuckerberg. On that note, guys, we got a great show for you this morning. We got the banned toys from the 90s, guys. These are the most craziest toys that they banned from the 90s. We're going to get into that. We got the Wakey Bakey news. We got all the things, guys. We're going to get into it. And also a big fuck you to Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook. You guys fucking suck. Who gives a fuck? No one uses it. You got to be 90 years old to use Facebook anymore. No one gives a fuck about you, Mark Zuckerberg. Go suck a big dick. Anyway, we'll see you guys. We go live in 2. We're going to do this thing, guys. That's right. Talk a little Zuckerberg, make him feel like the little bitch he is. We'll see you guys in 2.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y cuando le moviese el ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo que
no critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú
Baka metal. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg in his metal. Baka peto. What is happening, guys? What's everyone up to this morning? That's right, guys. We're getting live. We're getting crazy out here this morning, talking trash on Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, man. What a pain in the ass. Some of the, you see people post all this stuff and then they tag you in some little stupid thing. You violated our rules. But what about this guy who's literally violating them every post? And then you report that guy and they're like, no, he didn't violate the rules. And you're like, well, how did my little sugar shack violate the rules? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's ridiculous, guys. It's redonkulous. No one's using Facebook anymore anyway. Marketplace is okay. Other than that, Facebook sucks. I don't know. I'm on my rant this morning. What's up back to retro? You sit on it, buddy. Harvey Hooligans, how you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Love when you get grumpy first thing in the morning. Rosie Key, how you doing this morning? How you doing? Woo, coming in hot. What's the story about Facebook? Hey, Pamela, how's it going? Who logs out of Facebook? Not me. Facebook used to put me in jail for posting healthy stuff. Yeah, Aaron, how you doing? Oh man, Rosie's still in bed. Rosie is still sleeping. She's tired this morning. She was out like a light, so she might be joining us here pretty soon. No, so this morning, guys, or actually the last 2 days, I have a feeling some jealousy, some jealousy. I have a feeling the cult is back at it, guys. For those who don't know, a while back, I ran with a cult. Me and a few of my friends, we accidentally got sucked in this cult, a cannabis cult of all things, guys, the Marvin Mary J's cannabis cult. But I was able to free myself from their controlling Scientology ways. That is right. I was able to break the freedom from the cult leader herself. And they're not happy. They're not happy that I'm making a successful living doing what I was doing before. So she has these little bitches, these little fucks, on the computer, turning you in for every little thing, playing these little games. So this yesterday, I started getting hit with these little violations. Nothing. I appeal them. I end up winning 90% of them. So this morning, I had two more. And like I was trying to share the post with you guys, so on the group chat and all the chats, so you guys know the show's coming and stuff. And then I get stuck in this endless loop of Facebook telling me that, oh, you've been a bad boy. You mentioned CBD. You've been a bad boy. And then they won't even let you get to your account. They won't let you get in your stupid messenger. They want to make you do the endless loop of appealing it, and then I appeal it, and they still won't put you back in the thing. I don't know. It's just stupid, man. Over mentioning CBD, or you know what? Straight up, I've straight smoked giant bong loads on Facebook before, and they haven't said shit. But yet you post something about CBD and they go crazy. But yet you turn someone in for straight posting prices, selling weed online, telling you, come on down here. Here's the address. This is what you're going to buy for this. But no, that's okay. That's okay. But if you mention CBD, I don't know, man. Their system just sucks. They have no they have no steadiness about it. It's all willy-nilly. It's all algorithms. So I don't know. It's just frustrating, man. It's stupid. I never really post on Facebook anymore, so it doesn't really ban me from Facebook. I don't care. Only thing that I like being able to share the links with you guys on Messenger. I like looking at Marketplace sometimes. Other than that, Facebook is a joke, man. Like Zuckerberg, does anyone even think he's a genius anymore? He's just some fucking weirdo sellout dude who this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna be different than our fathers. We're not gonna rip people off. We're not gonna sell their information. We're not gonna be like what the people before us, because we're better. What does he do? He sells your information. What does he do? He does all the things. Gets a little greedy. I don't need money. I'm autistic. Well, no, you're still a greedy fuck, Mark Zuckerberg. No one gives a fuck if you're autistic or not. Anyway, guys, that was that. CBD, cannabis, Biv DeVoe. That weed is poison. So that's my she who must not be named. Yes, yes. Oh man. You keep doing what you're doing, the evil one will pay the jealous prices. Yeah, it is what it is, man. We got a great, you know what, man? A lot of people didn't think that this would even go. Like, once we left the cult, um, a lot of people thought, man, that including her, that we would just go to the wayside, that we would just fall off, that we would never have to hear from Brian and the Dank Nation again. But here we are, man. We're still alive and kicking, guys. We're thriving. Not only, and that's why they're mad. Because we're still up, we're still doing our thing, we're still having a great time. We're moving forward. We got a ton of freaking cool stuff coming up, guys. So yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I've been trying to report a fake RC account. They defend. Yeah, exactly. Like you get tagged for the stupidest thing. There's Rosie. There's the Rosie this morning. Yeah, I don't know, man. Facebook, it's a joke, man. There's no regulation. There's no, like I said, no steadiness to it. If you're gonna violate one person, you might as well violate them all. No, you got to keep the standard. I don't know. It is what it is. I can access my accountant again. It's the only thing I can't do is I can't call people in a group right now for a week. Okay, I wasn't gonna do that anyway. Oh man, they're gonna teach me. They're gonna teach me. Never trust a big blunt and a smile. That weed is poison. Oh man. Oh man. Crazy, crazy times. And you know what? Don't they have other shit to worry about? Didn't fucking little bitch Zuckerberg literally been to fucking the Democrats? Didn't he play fucking Biden's bitch? Fucking and be like, I'll ban whatever you want me to ban, Mr. Biden. Sure. You want me to suck you off while I'm here? That's that was Zuckerberg right there. What do you want me to ban? You want to talk about COVID? Okay, Mr. Biden. Blah, 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 blah. You don't have COVID in your wiener. Thank you, Mr. Biden. Would you like me to bend over for you now? Oh man, Biden worked fucking Zuckerberg like fucking Diddy worked all those fucking rappers, man. Biden turned Zuckerberg out, boy. Zuckerberg's out there freaking hoeing for Biden right now, showing a little leg. Whatever you want, Mr. Biden. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, he was banning stories about COVID that were real. The Russia Gate thing, fucking he banned those stories, even though 100% real. We all seen the videos. Hunter Biden freaking doing cocaine with Obama's daughter, freaking with prostitutes, guns all over the place. Come on, man. But Zuckerberg is a good man. Sure, whatever. All right, enough about the Facebook already. Enough about no, that was Monica and Clinton. You crack me up, BB. Thanks. I need a good laugh. Oh man. You know what I was thinking about adding to the show? A daily like a rant or rave. So we'll pick a subject and you guys will get to vote if you want Brian to rant about it or rave about it. Oh man. All right, enough about Zuckerberg. Enough about that little bitch out there hoeing for Biden. What you need, Mr. Biden? You want me to ban some more Republicans? Sure, Mr. Biden, whatever you want. Did you see he even wrote a letter trying to cover his ass, blaming everything on the Biden administration, saying they kind of forced him to do that? No, dude, you were kissing their ass, and you thought you could get some government grants or something if you did it, and now you're regretting it because you look like a fool. Ugh, Zuckerberg, you got other stuff to worry about than CBD posts. So how about you leave them alone? All right, guys, we're going to get into a little thing I like to call roll call this morning, guys. You want to get shouted out? What you got to do is, Brian, you Facebook hating fuck. Facebook is the greatest invention since Swiss cheese or whatever you need to say. Brian, you're right. Zuckerberg is a freckle face fuck who doesn't know his head from the hole in the ground. Whatever you need to say, guys, whatever you need to do, blow up those comments. Let me shout you out. You want to get a shout out to Bullhead RC? Then say, Brian, shout out Bullhead RC. And I'm going to tell you, Bullhead RC is the funnest, craziest group around, guys. You want to have some fun? Check out Bullhead RC. All right. And then Back to Retro Review, too. You want to have some fun? Go check out Back to Retro and the Mod Squad, guys. All right. Roll call. It's time.
It's 7:10 a.m. Rise and shine. It's time to slam. Break the mold. Rebel from the north. Gangsters unite. Let's raise a storm. D-A-N-K. We're here to play. Loud and proud. We won't obey. 7:10 a.m. We'll rock your day. Gangsters assemble. Never.
All right, guys. All right. You know, I've never really YouTube's always been really good about that, about the cannabis stuff. I know there's other things that they do definitely get real strict on, politics, COVID. If even I don't think it's the same now. You can get demonetized just for saying COVID. I know they had a lot of government stuff, but as far as the marijuana goes, I've never had issues other than when we were straight slanging it on YouTube. I mean, putting out infomercials, selling weed. I got into a little trouble for that. But you know, I mean, we're straight selling weed on YouTube. So I mean, you know, I understood that. I never once questioned their decisions to give me a strike or whatever on YouTube. We haven't lined up now. What we do now is 100% legit. YouTube has no issues with what we're doing now, which is great. We haven't had a strike in a long time. The only ones we've ever gotten were from old videos that I forgot were even still up. And all of a sudden, like 2 years later, they'll be like, "Oh, this video was selling marijuana." And you're like, yeah, it was. Like it definitely was. So there's not much you could do, but yeah, we haven't had a strike in a long time. YouTube's pretty good on that, but we don't talk politics. We don't talk all that kind of stuff. And I know YouTube is they can be a bitch about that too, but not so bad. MySpace, yeah, maybe we need to go back on maybe we need to go back and do some lives on MySpace. I logged in not too long ago and was looking at my kids' photos from a long time ago. Pretty cool, man. That is still around. Old Tom, remember Tom? I know Back to Retro remembers Tom. Yeah, man. That's what, maybe we need to start going live on MySpace from here on out, man. Going live on MySpace. That would bringing it back, man. We're bringing it back. Daily Dank exclusive. We only stream on MySpace. All right, guys. Big shout out. We got Back to Retro in the house, guys. That's right, the bearded one. Go check out his channel, guys. You got the Rocky movie up right now for review. His podcasting show, man. Podcasting on a budget. What a great idea that was, man. Big shout out to Back to Retro, guys. Go check out his stuff. Really, really good. Give him some thumbins. He loves a good old fashioned thumbin. Who else we or what else we got? Mod Squad, guys. Check out the Mod Squad. We got Felix over there, our buddy, and of course Back to Retro. They do all the geek culture, all the stuff, guys. Go check them out. Who else we got? We got Harvey Hooligans coming in hot. That's right, Harvey. Good morning, Rosie Key, the sweet, the lovely Rosie Key. Back to Retro. Pamela Pamela, the original Dank style. Do. So happy for you, Pamela. You got your house stuff happening. So good. Facebook put me in jail for posting healthy stuff. They do, man. Facebook sucks. Aaron, good morning. All the way from the land from down under. Nice. Who else we got? Good morning, Pamela. Let's see. Belle Biv DeVoe. Now you know. Yo, slick. Blow. Rumble has less restrictions. You know what? I've thought about going over the Rumble. And checking it out. I see a lot of lawyer. I watch with these lawsuits and stuff. I fell into legality shows on YouTube, like lawyers talking cases, just kind of, I don't know, trying to educate myself on how lawyers talk, I guess. But I fell into a few different ones who broadcast on Rumble and talk about it all the time. And I thought about jumping over there and checking it out. I don't know. I like YouTube. You get the reach. Facebook is whatever. I don't even post the shows on Facebook anymore. So, I mean, it really doesn't affect us at all. Let's see who else we got. Does YouTube have certain words you're not allowed to use? Only if you're monetized. So if like we're not monetized through YouTube, we're monetized through other ways. So we can say whatever the fuck we want, and they can't so that they don't ban your videos for certain language and stuff, but they'll demonetize you for talking. So if you're making money from YouTube and you're talking weed, you're gonna get demonetized. But we do it a different way. I use the old noodle, and we get paid a different way through the channel. So YouTube really doesn't affect us that way. Oi. Aaron. So I go to a thing called NAB every year. It's a National Association of Broadcasters convention. So they have all the camera crews, all your camera making companies, Canon, all the big ones, Panasonic. They're all there. They all have booths. They're showing you the products for the next year. Well, there's an Australian group that comes down called Atmos, ATMOS, Atmos. Maybe I'm saying it right. I don't know why I'm saying it like a weirdo. Atmos. But they come down and they do huge giveaways down at the convention. And they get you started. They all do the Aussie, oi. They get going. And I didn't realize what a big thing that is in Australia, man. That's a big say. That drinking from a shoe. What is that called? A shoey? Look at me learning Australian culture, guys. Drinking from a shoe is called a shoey. Evidently huge in Australia. They love to drink out of shoes. And then like I said, the oi. Is it Aussie? Oi. Or something like that. I forget what the first thing is. But yeah, I got into that. And then I've seen some other events from Australia, and they do that. But yeah, the shoey. The shoey is an interesting thing, man. Hopefully you got a pair of brand new shoes on and brand new socks if you're going to be doing that. That's all I'm saying. So big shout out to everyone that's in here, guys. It's Supernova Mike, I know you're out there working hard for the money, guys. That's right. If you're out and about, you're in your office, you're in your car, you're out there in your outdoor office, whatever you may be doing, you're out there detailing cars right now. You're out there mowing the lawn. You're out there cutting grass. You're out there raking the cemetery. Hell, you could be out there doing community service. That's right. Big shout out to all my freaking thugs on the run, man. Everyone out there for avoiding being arrested, man. You got those warrants. They're out there knocking on doors, looking for you. Peace to you guys who are on the run, man. No, for real. If you ever been on the run, you know it, man. So a big shout out to you guys. I know you're out there watching or listening. And then, yeah, big shout out to community service people, man. If you're out there at the Salvation Army right now, you're out there at Goodwill, you're out there at the cemeteries of the world, and you're raking, you're throwing boxes, you're trying to figure out what to do to get some extra hours signed off on your community service. We appreciate you. That's right. Everyone out there working, guys, no matter what you're working for, you're working hard for the hours, hard for the money, hard for your honey. That's right. You're working, whatever you're out there doing, your honey-do list, your community service. You're working for the state prison out there cleaning roads right now, listening to us. We appreciate you. Everyone out there listening, you are loved and you are appreciated. You are appreciated. All my homies in cell block 6. That's right. That is right. They can keep our communist democracy. Oh, man. You know, it's an interesting year with this election, man. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, big shout out to everyone out there, guys. Everyone doing their thing. Let's see here. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it this morning. What do we got? Question of the day, guys. Question of the day. Ooh, that's a good one. This is actually a really good one. All right, guys. Question of the day. Oops. That's not the question of the day. That was yesterday's. All right. There we go. What is the best freebie you've ever received, guys? So, I don't know if it was the best. It was one of the best. So me and April are at Universal Studios last year. And we go down to Hollywood Walk, not Hollywood Walk. What is it? Universal Walk. And they have all your businesses set up. It's like kind of like a mall, but it's outdoors. And it's like more of a walk, if that makes sense, with businesses around it. Anyway, we went to Voodoo Donuts. And we're standing in line, and the lady walks up to us, and she's like, "Hey, you want a dozen free donuts?" I almost froze. I didn't know what to say. And then she's like, "Okay," and moved on. I'm like, no, give me the donuts. So we ended up with, there's a video up from it, too, of the donut challenge that we did that day. But yeah, that was one of the good freebies. I got a box of a dozen fresh Voodoo Donuts. I've been given a car before. That was a freebie, but it wasn't so much a freebie. The car wasn't in good shape, and there was a debt owed onto it to one of the loan places. So I don't know if that was a freebie per se. But yeah, what is some of the best freebies you've ever gotten? We all say we'll move to Canada. Hey, Brian, should we do a Civil War movie? Weed versus no weed. Oh, come on over with the donuts. Heck yeah, man. What is another freebie I gotten? Weed. I've gotten free weed before. Working this gig, sometimes you get free weed. Hooker let me. Oh, that's multiple. They let you. They're okay with multiples. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah. So like food, donuts. Um, Remember when I used to work for Budweiser? We would run into the bread lady all the time, and the hostess and Frito-Lay guys, the vendors. And they would always have chips that they had to pull or bread that they had to pull. And we'd always load up on that stuff for free. Um, Kevin, you so crazy. Got a free F-18 and workbench from a buddy moving. Nice. Nice, nice. I got a free happy ending. Oh man. Um yeah, you know what? Sometimes, man, the freebies just flow for you. I'm trying to think what else. I've gotten like I think it's one of those right place, right time type of things, like when people are giving out freebies, man. What's another one I got? I've gotten a car before. Donuts are always good food. Um, I had the weirdest one time. It was Easter a few years back, probably like 8, 9 years ago. And I was coming from my parents' house, and I came in, and the kids stayed there. And I had a young lady knock on my door about 10, 11 o'clock at night. And she was wearing like this, that glowing makeup. It's like the foundation that pops a little bit that gives you like I don't know what it's called. I'm not into women's makeup, but it was like had a glowing effect, like your skin pops, and almost like a bronzer. And she knocks on my door. She's wearing all white with this bronzer on, and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm like, "Hey, can I help you?" And she's like, "Yes, it is Easter, and I'm here to bless you." And I just look at her. I'm like, "No, I'm good. Thank you, though." And I shut the door. What? So I still don't know how she was gonna bless me. That was a weird one, man. That was, you know what? That could have been an intro to that movie, The Strangers. All of a sudden, I got fucking five guys trying to break in my house. You know what I never understood about the Madman? Yeah, the Madman does hook us up with some freebies, man. Tickets to Ozzy and Motley Crue in '84. Woo! We got to talk about that show, Harvey Hooligans. Man, that was back when rock and roll was rock and roll, baby. I bet you that was a hell of a show. I bet you, man, 80s heavy metal shows were nuts, man. Just nuts. I would have loved to witness some of that stuff. But yeah, the Madman does hook us up, and then I don't even give him a freaking a T-shirt from Green Day. What a bastard I am! What a bastard I am! We love you, Jeremy. We love you. Oh, the older you get, the less likely you are to do this. What is it? So the older you get, the less likely you are to do this. What could it be, guys? What could it be? Um, I'll let you guys get some guesses in. The older you get, the less likely you are to do this. Let me know what you guys think. Pee straight. Oh God, pee less than 2 minutes. Should be, man. I woke up this morning. Holy moly. I just had to stand there. It just wouldn't stop coming. Like someone shoved a hose up my butt and turned it on. And I'm that statue of the little boy who's peeing all of a sudden. Sleep all night. That is true. That is true. That isn't the answer. But yeah, you're not wrong. My stepbrother called CPS on my mom and stepdad. They took them and sent them to see Michael Jackson at the Coliseum. What? Oh, making it to the toilet, running around the block. These are all true answers, but not the one I'm looking for, guys. Not the one I'm looking for. So as you get older, the most likely, or you will do this less. What is it? All right, we'll get into some Wakey Bakey news and we'll come back to this, guys. All right, Wakey Bakey news this morning, guys. Former WWE boss Vince McMahon has come out against the Netflix docuseries Mr. McMahon ahead of today's release. In a statement posted on his X account, McMahon wrote, "The producers had an opportunity to tell an objective story about my life and the incredible business I built. Unfortunately, the Mr. McMahon character with my true self, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, based on an earlier particular partial cut I've seen, this doc falls short and takes precedent a predictable path of conflating the Mr. McMahon character with my true self." He said, "A lot have been misrepresented or left out entirely in an effort to leave viewers intentionally confused, and that editing tricks and out of context footage was used to distort the viewer's perception and support a deceptive narrative. He then asked viewers to remember there's always two sides to every story. I'm still up in the air about this, man. I don't know if I want to watch this or not. I'm not like this Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon defender, but man, you know what? He created something that I love. Um, do I really give a crap if he pooped on a woman? I think she was into it, according to the emails. So, I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't care, dude. Like, that's his business. Like, what you're doing in the bedroom, like, I don't know. She didn't press criminal charges. She went for the money. Um, I don't know. Right, wrong, indifferent. I'm indifferent about it. I don't really care, man. The people that they have that they're interviewing all have an axe to grind to. I guess they interviewed this Dave Meltzer guy who's like a dirt sheet writer who basically makes up stories for a living. That does make up stories for a living. He like will take a scenario. Let's say Hulk Hogan doesn't seem to be happy with his current rivalry that they have them written in. Well, Dave Meltzer will go as far as to make up a story to go along with it. So he'll be like, well, Hulk Hogan, after the match, went back in the dressing room and he threw a Gatorade cooler across the room and he told Vince McMahon, you're a child molester piece of shit. Okay, none of that really happened, but Dave Meltzer writes it as fact. So that's what, like, guys like that, you're interviewing them because they're supposedly historians, and they have inside information, but it's all made up. It's not real inside information. So I don't know, man. And I'm a filmmaker. I know how, there is no unbiased documentary. That's the first thing they taught me in documentary class is there is no unbiased documentary. Even if you set out to be unbiased, you're going to eventually become biased, even if it's unintentional. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Old Mr. McMahon. Old Mr. McMahon. All right, guys, remember the question. The older we get, the less we do this. What could it be? You know who's not getting old? Margaret Robbie and Jacob Elordi have signed to star in an Emerald Feeney's anticipated Wuthering Heights. Oh, man. Robbie is set to play Catherine Earnshaw, and Elordi will play Heathcliff. I know the story, basics, but I don't know the characters or anything like that. The book was published in 1847. The classic novel by Emily Bronte on the story is centers on a temptress relationship between the two, with compassion, passion, and revenge. The film is for production in the UK in 2025. Yeah, that's kind of big. Wuthering Heights, man, that was a huge book. J-Lo and Ben Affleck showed up at their WeHo office building on Monday, along with famed divorce lawyer Laura Washer. Sources say Washer is mediating their divorce, something that has been in the works for several months. J-Lo and Ben did not have a prenup, and the two have been involved in multiple projects during their 2-year marriage. So things could be complicated. But sources say they are committed to keeping things friendly. And Windsor mediated Affleck's divorce with Jennifer Garner back in 2018. Oh, man. Oh, man. I still think Diddy had a lot to do with that divorce. I'm telling you guys. All right, guys. The Batman director, Matt Reeves, has revealed that more movie and TV spinoffs are in the work. He's currently working on a DC superhero sequel after releasing the HBO spinoff, The Penguin. I watched the first episode of that, guys. If you haven't watched The Penguin, jump on it. It's pretty damn good. And now they have teased that they are evolved plans for future films. The show's set in the Batman universe. He also revealed he's planning to make a mainline trilogy in the DC universe, which would follow Robert Pattinson's Cape Crusader as he becomes a full-fledged hero. Nice. All right, a Friends game A Friends game show is coming in honor of the sitcom's 30th anniversary. A 4-part competition series, Fast Friends, will be filmed at the Friends Experience, the one in New York, a 2-story, 17,000 square foot attraction featuring the nostalgia-filled rooms and recreated sets. A press release says, from racing through Rachel and Monica's apartment to darting across Joey and Chandler's bachelor pad and grabbing a cup of coffee at Central Perk, fans will relive their moments while being put to the test with trivia, puzzles, and games. The winning team will be crowned the ultimate Friends fans. The show will stream on Max. No release date is set yet. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Walk straight, chew bubble gum, have all your teeth. The Triple H era is better than anything Vince had done. I think it's better than the Attitude. Oh, 100%, man. The Attitude era was just garbage. I mean, you know what? We're all nostalgia for it. It was a great time in wrestling. You watch the matches, you watch the writing, you go back, man. It's garbage. Vince Russo sucked. I mean, he was good at television writing, the Crash TV, but man, you want to get storylines. You want to, things that keep you engaged. That's what the Triple H era is all about. Long-term storytelling, things that are good. I do. Vince, man, he created my childhood, man. Hulk Hogan, Paul Orndorff, Adrian Adonis, all those guys, man. He put gimmicks on them, and so I don't know, man. Vince is Vince. Is he a piece of shit? Probably. Do I care? Probably not. Has he ever pooped on me? No, he never did. So what do I care? I don't know. He's a successful man. You're gonna ruffle feathers. You will probably watch it and review it, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. All right, guys. So the older we get, the less likely we are to do this. It is cry. We're less likely to cry the older we get, guys. Just a fact of life. Nothing wrong with shedding a few tears, though. When I was 18, I was swimming at night, and a rapper's girlfriend swam with me. I got a freebie. It was great. Rappers' girlfriends are freaky. A freebie. Oh, man. Run. You ain't running shit. Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. All right, what else we got, guys? What else we got happening? We've all heard the speech from our dental hygienist, right? Not flossing properly, guy. You know what, man? I'm horrible. I hardly ever floss. I need to get on that. Or not flossing often enough. Not flossing at all. That's my problem. But there's a new spin. There's another Dental Pro approved way to get the most from flossing. Adding toothpaste to the floss before using it. Dentist and founder of Dentatology Clinic, Dr. M, has posted a viral TikTok video on the subject that explains adding toothpaste to your floss can prevent cavities between your teeth. How? The captions read, toothpaste on your floss increases the uptake of fluoride between your teeth and decreases the risk for decay. The oral health company BeWise Health agrees, adding the abrasion of toothpaste in combination with the reach of floss between the teeth is a good way to get the hard reach plaque too. Dr. M has also made a video explaining how to apply the stuff on your floss because, as you know, it's a much smaller surface than a toothbrush. Plus, if you add toothpaste, it tastes a lot better when you're reusing it. Sounds messy. How am I supposed to do that while slouching on the living room couch and trimming my toenails at the same time? All right, guys, new to you and to me. Japanese food supplier Nippon Ham is selling a boost noodle, a new type of instant ramen noodle designed to be consumed with one hand by simply sucking the contents from a small pouch. The stuff was created with gamers in mind. Anyone else who wants to scarf down calories without taking a break from whatever they're doing. Boost noodles consist of a special type of yam noodle, kishi pork, fermented bamboo shoots, and a mix of pork stock and seafood broth. It's because the target market is gamers. Each pack of Boost noodles also contains 35 milligrams of caffeine, and no need to heat the stuff. It's ready to eat right from the pouch. Like, wow, they finally found a way to make ramen noodles even grosser. Oh, man. A company has developed a type of pants that has come with a built-in exoskeleton powered by powerful motors that can increase the wearer's leg strength by 40%. What was that movie with Matt Damon where he's wearing like the skeleton, the exoskeleton suit? He was like dying or something. Let's see. And make them feel 30 pounds lighter. Let's see. Come with a carbon fiber support structure that feeds power from AI controlled motors at the knees, the wearer's leg muscles during the ascent, decreasing pressure on their knees during descents. The pants, which look like regular khakis with an outside brace on each leg, are designed to make hiking more accessible to people who have not have the endurance to do it. The motors located on the side of the knees are powered by a battery pack around the waist. The battery charges automatically while the wearer is walking downhill. What about when I inevitably tumble downhill, though? Oh, man. Let's check this out, guys. I'm getting hungry. All right.
Feels good.
That's kind of cool. There you go, Harvey Hooligan. Huh. Kind of interesting. You know, they're kind of interesting, man. There's not a lot to that, too. Pretty simplistic. Adds 40% leg strength. Oh man, you ain't running on shit. Hey, good morning. Good morning. As a gamer, I would not eat that. You don't want to open an envelope and suck down some noodles. Come on. I'm not sucking from a pouch. And a diaper, you're good to go. I need those. I was telling you, that's who I thought of when I saw that Harvey Hooligans. That I want to knee that bends. Oh man, that's gotta be rough, man. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting things. That's pretty interesting. All right, guys, things not to do today. All right. Some mental health professionals are suggesting to patients that in today's busy world, instead of constantly creating and updating a never ending series of to do lists, we should try to make a to don't list. Rachel Botsman of Oxford University is credited for coming up with the idea. While a process of neurology orientation, the same principle apparently works in reverse. Taking time to write out overburdened and non-essential activities that clog up our days might help you realize just how non-essential or non-time sensitive some tasks are. One psychologist pointed out that um, even though we only have so much time each day, we also seem to be adding more things to our to-do list in hopes that stop doing or delegate. A few examples that ABC AU reporter Emily McGregor put on her to-don't list after doing a report on the concept. Don't schedule meetings from 8 to 11. Don't put on casual clothes on a non-wrinkled tumble dry rather than ironing them. Don't wash dishes or clothes every day of the week, but every other day. Yeah, when I only share 3 or 4 days, I'm not being lazy. I'm just part of the to-don't list. What are some to-dos that you could put on your to-don't list, guys? Um, Driving so much for me, man. That's my main one. Driving. I waste so much time driving. It's not even funny. What are some things you would put on your to-don't list, guys? Blow up those comments. But before we get into today in history, guys, we're going to get into some random dank facts, guys. We're going to be looking at gardening hacks. It's cooling down. Fall is here. Fall is coming. It's time to get out in the gardens and, you're doing your thing, reaping your harvest, guys, reaping your harvest. So a recent study found that the average gardener spends 3 hours a week tending to their outdoor space, especially if there's marijuana involved. The poll of Americans who also revealed the unusual hacks that some people use to help their gardens. So here are the 15 hacks that people are saying to use to help you make a better garden, guys. Number 15, destroy fungus with cinnamon. I did not know that. I remember I had these awesome bushes one time. I forget what they were, but man, they were beautiful. They had these flowers on them, and then I got this weird fungus on them, and they all freaking died. I wish I would have known that back then. Using white vinegar as plant feed. I did not know that either. Using potato water to water plants. I've seen people do that. Using fish heads as fertilizer. I've seen that. Sprinkling cinnamon on the ground to deter cats. I did not know that. Singing to the plants. Oh, all you potheads, all you growers, you guys do that. I know you do. Using baking soda to make the soil more alkaline. Sprinkling cayenne pepper to ward off pests. Using ash from the fireplace as fertilizer. Throwing used tea bags into the soil instead of just being like Lonnie and teabagging everybody. Ugh, Lonnie. Using banana peels as fertilizer. Talking to your plants. Growing new fruits and vegetables from leftover vegetable roots and seeds. That's a fun one to do. Using eggshells as fertilizer. Using ground coffee as fertilizer. Number 1, who uses coffee? I heard that's really good for roses. Banana water for plants too. Sage to chase bad energy away. Yeah, there you go. All right, guys, let's get into a little something I like to call Today in History. This is brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Your number 1 cannabis superstore, guys. It's Wax Wednesday. They're getting into some discounts on wax, guys. Head on down there. They got Spin the Wheel, Make a Deal. You guys know what I'm talking about. Get on down there. Get yourself some savings. Save some green on some green. Only at 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Your number 1 cannabis superstore. All right, guys, let's get into it. Today in history. History, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history. All right, guys, today history for September 25th. Is that right? Today's the 25th? Yes, today is the 25th. All right. Want to make sure we had it and had it right. All right. And share it with you guys. Bam. All right, we got some birthdays in the house today, guys. We got Catherine Zeta-Jones. Rawr. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Isn't she married to Douglas? Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas, one of the Douglases? Catherine Zeta-Jones, guys, Welsh actress. I'm going to slap your mama across her mouth. Will Smith. Don't you ever talk about Will Smith like that. Don't ever let me talk you about Will Smith out your name, out your mouth. Will Smith was born today, guys. My favorite. You know what, guys? I was a rebel. I was a rebel as a kid. Everyone was a Jordan guy. We love Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time. I was a Scottie Pippen guy. That's right. Scottie Pippen, happy birthday, buddy. My favorite basketball player, guys. He was a huge part of that Chicago Bulls team, man. That team wouldn't have been half of good. Man, he was underrated, old Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, happy birthday, buddy. Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones, birthdays on the same day. That's crazy. 1944, Michael Douglas was born. 1906, Dmitri Shostakovich, Russian composer, was born, guys. And then William Faulkner, American author, was born in 1897 in Albany, Mississippi. 1513, guys, Pacific Ocean sighted by Balboa. On this day, or 2 days later, in 1513, Spanish conquistador and explorer Vasco Nuez Balboa, standing silent upon a peak in Darien on the Isthmus of Panama, became the first European to sight the Pacific Ocean. Woo! 2016, American golfer Arnold Palmer, who used an unorthodox swing and an aggressive approach to become one of golf's most successful and well-liked stars, died at age 87. 2011, Kenyan politician and environmentalist Wangari Maathai, who was the first Black African woman to win a Nobel Prize. She won the 2004 Nobel Prize for Peace, died at age 71. 1970, hostilities came to an end during Black September, the brief but violent civil war between Palestine Libertarian Organization and Jordan. Sonny Liston became a world heavyweight boxing champion with the first round knockout of Floyd Patterson in Chicago. That was in 1962. American journalist Barbara Walters, who was especially known for her effective technique in television interview of world renowned figures, was born. This is Barbara Walters. Let's see who else we got. Andrew Massadine, 1799. That's a big jump. 1929 to 1799. Andre Massassi, French nobleman and general under Napoleon, defeated Russian forces in the Second Battle of Zurich. 1777, Philadelphia, the American capital, was occupied by British forces during the American Revolution. I did not know that. 1711, Emperor Qianlong, whose 6-decade reign, 1735 to 96, during the Qing dynasty, was the longest in Chinese history, was born. It's a long 6 decades. Wow. And then 1066, Tostig, Earl of Northumberland, and Harold III, King of Norway, were killed in an attempt to depose Tongzing's brother, King Harold II of England. Whoa, man. Game of Thrones. You got the Game of Thrones happening over there, guys. That's crazy. Duck Will Smith, duck. Yeah, I heard Will Smith might be on the list. The Diddy list, guys. He might be. That's the rumor. Rumor has it that he might be on the Diddy list. Not good for old Mr. Smith. Not good. All right, guys, we're going to get into banned toys from the 90s. You know, we all had a good time, guys. We all loved our toys from the 90s. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. That's the one. Will Warp J. Oh, 100%. His kids are fucked up, man. Will Smith's kids are a mess, man. Are a mess. That's what I would like to say. That's what happens when you homeschool your kids, but I homeschooled my kids. So, all right, guys. The outrageous, dangerous toys that could never be sold today. Is that Ben Affleck? Wearing his Charlotte Hornets jacket. That's funny. That is funny. Make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing here first. All right. All right. Moon shoes. Who remembers moon shoes, man? Strap these bulky plastic platforms on your feet with some rubber bands on them. What could go wrong? I'll be real with you. I wanted a pair of these things bad. in my mind. I would be bouncing around the neighborhood like Mario. What's extra crazy about these broken arms and twisted ankles in waiting is that they're actually considered a safer version. The original design was from the 50s that was made of metal. Yeah, that's a broken ankle waiting to happen right there. Broken wrist as you fall. Yeah. Who remembers dragonflies, guys? These were like, what are you doing, Rosie? What are you doing, Mama? You don't need to go in there. We'll go take you to the bathroom in a second, Mama. Take you to the bathroom in a second. Yeah, dragonflies. So these were the ones where you would pull the cord, and they would go flying. Definitely took out some eyeballs back in the day, guys. 100%. If you wanted to sell a toy in the 90s, all you had to do was find a way to include the word dragon in it and Z. Oh, and make it a tie-in with a cheap cartoon certainly helps too. Kids could wind these bad boys up until they spun so fast enough to launch in the air. Cool, right? As it turns out, it wasn't cool. Even though they had foam wings, 150 injuries were reportedly caused by the toys, including a temporary blindness. I can't see. My Dragon Z eye is broken. A concussion, a broken rib. How the fuck you break a rib? Facial lacerations, all leading to a total recall. Get in the chopper. In 2000. Pogo balls. I remember these. I remember we had these at school even. But seriously, how do you break a rib with that thing? Pogo balls, guys. Who remembers these? I totally remember these. These were a pain in the ass, man. Imagine moon shoes, but even more dangerous. Instead of strapping your feet into two plastic blocks, you squeeze your ankles around hard rubber ball to a piece of wood that was around it. It's the worst part of a pogo stick, those weird bouncy balls with the flat bottoms. If you thought your ankles were in danger from the moon shoe, this thing is a lot worse, guys. Look at that. You're snapping some ankles. Oh, we've covered this one before. The Cabbage Patch Kid. The Feed Me.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have something really cool to show you, something that I have been holding. I could not complain about. Like I said, I will find her other snacks one day eventually, and I also will buy the extra snack bags. But I got the part of the banana without the peel.
Looks like a French fry.
It usually came in like a peel and you just fed it, but I don't have the peel part. A carrot.
Looks like a French fry.
And a licorice. Now the way this style worked is you put the food in and it came back out in her backpack. Now, she came out in 1996 and she was recalled for eating a little girl's hair. I could definitely see how it happened because I was like actually surprised when I took her out of the box. She doesn't have an on-off switch. She has like gears and like a mechanism in her mouth that just like, it's like a roller. And it just keeps going until the food is through. So if a little girl was fooling around playing with her and like her hair swung in her face or something, I could definitely see it keep going until it just, pretty much scalped the poor thing, the poor little girl.
Oh, yeah, I could totally see that. Is she not going to feed? Is she not going to demo it? Oh, she didn't even demo it, that lady. So on this one, I had a full recall. They had to issue a $40 refund given to around 500,000 people. Holy crap, man. That was total recall. What about slip and slides? Oh, shit. Who remembers slip and slides from back in the day, guys? I definitely do. You don't want to put it with rocks on the ground. You get all jacked up, man. Yeah, slip and slide, man. How many kids broke their face on that thing? Oh, man. One man by the name of Michael Hubert broke his neck and became a paraplegic. Holy moly. He tried to settle for he sued Kansco, who tried to settle for $250,000, but he took the case all the way to trial and won $12.3 million. Good for him. Bummer that he had to be that happened. But, man, mini hammocks, guys. Yeah, babies are breaking their heads. I can see that happening already. Power wheels. What? How are power wheels dangerous?
Power wheels!
Yeah.
Come on, let's go! Sitting tall in my Power Wheels, star of the show. Power wheels, power wheels.
Power wheels.
Now I'm driving for real.
Yeah,
They
baby.
got real live motors, got a grown-up feel in my Power Wheels. I'm driving for real. Power wheels, power wheels, power wheels. King of the road.
King of the road, baby.
The real Power Wheels, each sold separately. What a way to go.
Power wheels, yeah, baby. What didn't go wrong with these kids operated cars? The batteries overheated all the time. Over 700 reports of overheating while being used, 150 fires reported, and 9 kids getting physically burned. I know I desperately wanted one of these things as a kid, but I may have dodged a bullet on this one, guys. Who knew the freaking lighting on fire? My God. Creepy-crawlies, guys. Who remembers these? It was a plastic bug making kit that you could heat up. And this thing's old school, man. Look at that. Look at that thing. Another toy was in 1992 from the 60s original. Again, this version is technically safer, but this is the 90s version we're talking about. Even though metal plates were swapped out with plastic ones, the oven you cook these plastic critters in was designed to not open until they were cool enough, but you still got kids baking plastic chemicals. One whiff of these things feel like you dropped a digit off your IQ score. Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that. What about slap bracelets, guys? Remember these?
I love 90.
This is the snap-on bracelet, and to put it on, all you do is slap it on.
I was obsessed with these slap bracelets. They were so cool.
Well, every generation kind of had like its little mood ring, or it's like pet rock, but this was fun.
This is fun? I just fractured my finger.
Here was a great idea. You know, a shoddy piece of jagged metal inside a flimsy pastel fabric.
Yeah, it's like being cut.
It was basically a toy for very small people for S&M.
Little dirty man. It's for preteens who are into pre-bondage. I like it.
I used to get in trouble in class because all day long, like, I couldn't pay attention for the life of me.
I remember a lot of girls in study hall had these.
So I'd just be doing this, you know, like over, like see how annoying it gets? Watch. We just keep talking.
And then all of a sudden the rumor came out, no more slap bracelets. Why? Because they can cut your wrist and you can die from it.
Oh my God. No, say it's not so. Say it's not so. We lost volume somehow. In any case, guys, this flaw was in laziness and being cheap. Once this fad took off, plenty of knockoffs came out. I remember working a job one time, See's Candy, and T-Mobile came in. They were down the street, and they gave us a whole stack of these. And we spent the next 3 weeks like playing games with them. Like we would go as far as if one of the workers was on the side of like the other side of the store, if you could throw it and get it on their wrist and get it to snap, you get like so many points. We went crazy, man. What about some laser pointers, guys? Some laser pointers. Oh, your poor cats and dogs just went nuts with those, guys. Oh man. All right, guys, that was your top band toys from the 90s. We need daily Dank slap bracelets. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh man. My daughter has it. I'm sure they're better now than they were back in the 90s, Aaron. I'm sure. All right, guys, I got to get on out of here, man. It's time to rock and roll. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You are loved. You are appreciated. I will see you at 420. We are talking some wrestling today, guys. Wait till we get into it. We will see you at 420, guys, with an all-new show. Appreciate you guys. Go out there, pay it forward, listen to the old man story, hold the door open for the old lady, be nice, be kind, be good to one another, and I'll see you on the flip side, guys. All right, take care, God bless, and we'll see you at 420.
thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com.
Check out our merchandise and amazing content.
And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
We'll see you guys. And the secret to all life, all things, is simply put a dash of